exhale like this. And once I feel a sense of you being connected, you see your balance is control. And that's what we're looking. Push me away or pull me sideways and see how my body responds to that. And if you... Hi, thanks for helping demonstrate. We're going to show how to practice the inclusion as a partner exercise in a way that's simple and easy. So what you're going to do is you're going to put your hands forward like this and then put one foot forward, one foot back, and just be kind of firm. Just be kind of firm. So I'm going to put my hand on you and I'm going to include you into myself. And once I've done that, I'm going to do the yin and yang breathing. Inhale, exhale like this. And once I feel a sense of you being connected, you see your balance is control. And that's what we're looking for. Let's stop. So that's the exercise. Let's go over the nuances of how we do this properly, okay? So the partner that's helping you, they're going to stand kind of firm, so they're like got some resistance to them, okay? What you'll do is you'll lightly touch them, and then from there, you can touch them with your finger and stretch along the surface a little bit to give you a better sense of the surface of the body. You make sure that their resistance is felt, but not into your bones. You feel that go along the surface of my own body rather than into myself. Once I have that, I include them. And by include them, I mean that we care about them as if they're a friend, a part of your world, someone whose well-being is meaningful to you. So once I care about them, we are now connected. Once we're connected, then you go through the breathing and the experience of doing your yin and yang qigong. Okay, time out for a second. And by that, I mean this exercise that we practiced previously. If you haven't done that, do that a little bit. And so when I inhale, I'm gonna expand. When I exhale, I have this sinking feeling. Inhale has this rising, floating feeling. Exhaling has this sinking feeling. So give me your resistance again. So I touch him. I feel his fascia. I feel the power spread through the surface of my body. I include and care about him. And from there, I begin breathing. Inhale, expanding. Exhale, sinking. Inhale, expanding. Exhale, sinking. And after a while, you'll start to feel them float on your inhale and sink on your exhale. It may or may not be obvious on camera, but when you can feel it, then that means your energy and his energy is now synchronized doing the same thing. So when I go into yang and expand and float my energy, so is his energy being expanded and floated, making him able to be moved. When I exhale and I sink, then he's being stuck to me and sinking in towards me. Okay, time out. So then you've done this correctly. You're looking for that sense of synchronization between your energy and your experience with their energy and their experience. So I say that the essence of inclusion is to care about them as if they're a friend or someone who's important in your world. Because there's so many people, billions of people in the world. And sometimes you see someone, say at the market or on the street, and you just don't think a second thought about them. They're not a part of your world. But if you heard that your friend was sick, your neighbor got a flat tire, you may want to help or check in on them or something like that because you care about them. You consider them a part of your world. But is your friend or your neighbor a more meaningful person than any other person? Not necessarily. We're all people, right? It's just whether we've chosen to care about them in our world. So inclusion means that you recognize them as a part of your world, a meaningful part of your experience. So when you do that, then you gain an understanding, or you begin to form an understanding of them and have an influence with them. Just like if I'm telling him all this stuff, right? Do you get it at all? Any questions about it?
No.
See, and then I ask this because I want him to understand it. I'm teaching this to him, just like I want you who's watching this to understand this about. So as I'm watching him and saying this, I'm gauging to see his eyes. Are there signs of gears turning and light bulbs going on, or is it just like, whew? So I care, and I'm trying to form that understanding and so have an understanding of what's going on inside of you. So that's how Ting Jin allows me to begin to feel and understand the energy and thought processes, the intention within you. And then once we have gained that connection, then we are the one. So if we're friends, we're on the same page, we're talking and we're having a good conversation, we're on the same page. When I think something is funny, you think something is funny. When you think something is stupid, I notice how that's stupid too. And so forth, right? And so that's when our energy is synchronized. And that's why we're creating this exercise. I want to feel that after all of those connections, that when my energy flows and expands, that your energy flows and expands. And I'll feel you become lighter. When my energy sinks, then I'll feel you kind of falling into me or sinking down with me. And so when you experience that, you know you've done it well. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yes, Suva Chester.
Any questions about it?
No questions.
You want to try it?
Sure.
Okay, so I'm going to give you resistance. You put your hands on me. And if you want to, you can stretch my skin a little bit
Okay.
to create a little bit of surface connection, and then go ahead, inhale and expand. Yeah, and then exhale and deflate. Yeah, and you don't really have to push me, just inhale and exhale. Yeah, they're doing pretty well. You feel that feeling of me sinking into you, me becoming lighter on the inhale. Yeah. Once you feel that, if you want, you can push me away or pull me sideways and see how my body responds to that. And if you feel that it's easy to cause that motion, then that's also another sign you're on the right track. So what did it feel like when you felt that?
It felt like a balloon, Sifu Chester.
Like a balloon.
Like a
Okay, yeah,
balloon.
that's a good way of viewing how that yin and yang feeling goes. Okay, so this is a practice of refining your Ting Jin with a practice partner in a very structured kind of way. Does that make sense?
Yes, Sifu Chester.
All right, thank you for helping me demonstrate. Thanks for watching. Enjoy your practice.